Okay. Good evening, everyone. It is Thursday, the 29th, October 29th. Only a couple of days away from Halloween, I guess. What's Halloween, on Saturday? Saturday. Crazy. So, hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you had a great day. It is now dark out here at 6 o'clock.
And cold.
Well, relatively speaking, it's colder. It must be in the, 60s. But anyway, yeah, the weather definitely has turned out here. While we were in California, we came back and it had dropped 30 degrees. So, needless to say, I haven't been fishing this week, but we've been too busy anyway. A lot of stuff going on. So, we're very busy. Big plans coming up that you guys will hear about soon, including the Black Friday sale. You guys will be hearing more about that coming up in the next week or two. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Rachel and I had a big day yesterday. We got to see Air Force One, and believe it or not, President Trump came to visit Bullhead City, Bullhead City is, from where we are, is only about a 20-minute drive, 25-minute drive just over the hill. So Rach and I went with about 30,000 other people over, and this is Air Force One right there, just as the president is getting ready to take off. But that's about as close as we got. That's President Trump right there as he's coming down the walkway from Air Force One. But we had a great time. What a great group of people, and we were really honored that he came to Bullhead City. It was, but I found out why that is. I would never think that he would come to Bullhead City, but because Nevada is pretty much still shut down. Nevada can't have rallies or anything like that without a bunch of restrictions. So Bullhead City was the closest kind of. A lot of people came down from Vegas. A lot of people came over from LA, from all over Arizona. Anyway, so it was exciting. Rachel got tickets and we went, and it was a lot of standing, a lot of walking, but definitely well worth it. Great speech by President Trump, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty darn cool. So thank you to my daughter for jumping on that and getting those tickets. But it was packed, man. I've never seen that many people. I'm not one for crowds, for like concerts. Vicky and I never really have done concerts and that kind of thing. We just never have really done that. So I'm not one for big crowds. But that was a great crowd to be around. Anyway, enough of that.
Tim Forsyth said it wasn't a rally, it was a
protest. Yes, that's true. It was a protest.
Oh, you talk, I'll get it.
Somebody's calling. All right. Sorry, I got a piece of ice. So, I got a great success story from Rigoberto Garza. And he sent me a success story, and I'm going to show you a couple pictures. Hey, Brad and Diana. I'll show you a couple pictures. How's the sound tonight? I hope we got the right microphone thing set up. Let us know how the sound is, guys. So Rigoberto says, I've donated personal carved items for verbal advertising, kind of the collaboration thing that I do. And I've done it for many doctors. And now my new customer, Fred Rodriguez, who is the Texas Sportsman Show on Saturdays and Sunday mornings. I made and donated a cutting board with his logo carved in it, and also a cabrito pit, which I don't even know what that is. I would assume it's some kind of a barbecue pit for cooking outside, I suppose. But anyway, this is the cutting board that he made, which was really, really neat. Rigoberto, terrific job, buddy.
Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit.
Really, really neat. So you kind of did the dimple effect in the background there of those that inset logo. Beautiful job, buddy.
Okay.
And this is Fred Rodriguez. He is the Texas Sportsman. Isn't that what I said? Yeah, the Texas Sportsman Show. So it's on a local channel down there, and then also has a magazine. And this is another sign that he made. I think this was for that Cabrito Pit. And Rigoberto says he loved the item so much he was impressed, and he donated back some free advertising of his business in his magazine.
Oh,
So
nice.
in Richard's magazine, he put an ad for Rigoberto's sign shop, which is Garza's Freehand Custom Carvings. Anyway, so congratulations, Rigoberto. That just shows you when you throw stuff, you put stuff out there, you reach out to people, good things can happen. So if it doesn't happen first time, second time, third time, just keep putting out good things and good things will happen. So
Bruce, yes, I did. If it was regarding the question, Bruce knows what I'm talking about.
Is that Bruce Peter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bruce. Anyway, congratulations, Rigoberto. That's awesome. I love to hear success stories. So if you guys have success stories, you guys don't send me that many, but if you guys have success stories, I want to hear them. I'd love to share them with everybody so we can learn from them and maybe pick up some ideas. Next, another shop. Doug Powell up in Billings, Montana, sent me a couple pictures of his shop. Kind of close-ups. I think Doug and his wife run a dog rescue up there. I've talked to Doug many times on the phone, and he sent me some stuff, so you can see he's got some nice work there. Drill press. What is that? A bandsaw. Yeah, a bandsaw. I had to think about that. Anyway, good job. And then you obviously must like the little Harbor Freight benches. That looks like a Harbor Freight bench.
I like the puppy.
Yeah. He told me the dog's name, but I can't remember right now. I didn't write it down. Anyway, thanks for sending shots of your pictures of your shop. Thanks, Doug. Great job, buddy. Keep up the great work. Signs look good.
Robert, that's Dave eating his dinner.
Here's a clanging in the background. Yep. Dad's eating dinner. Okay, so what I want to share with you guys tonight. You guys tomorrow morning normally would be a Zoom. We have a special treat for you that we met and did an interview with a gentleman in California on our way home the other day. And this guy he was really, really terrific. I think you guys are really going to like it. But one of the things that he wanted us to stop by is he got a whole load of beetle kill pine, the blue pine. I've used it before on several different things. I used a big slab of it for that Rockin' H sign that I made for Drew Short of Rockin' H Woodshop. Anyway, I love that stuff. I love the beetle kill pine. So, he gave us some live edge slabs. This is the small one. We've got two large ones. But what I wanted to share was that if I had taken this and the other two slabs and just set them out in the shed, what would have happened is most likely, especially now kind of coming into colder weather, what would have happened, probably they would have cupped. And you can see this doesn't have the normal color of beetle kill pine. It's a little bit darker, and that is because I have treated it with something. So first thing I did this morning, or actually the other day, was when we got back, I went out and set these things up, and I took my anchor seal. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Took my anchor seal and just slopped anchor seal all over the top of it. Anchor seal, if you guys are not familiar with it, it is terrific for sealing up boards until you get ready to use them. So I don't know, it might be a year or two before I make something out of these boards. I don't think it'll be that long, but it might be. And, well, let's see. If you look real close, actually I did just coat these this morning if you look in there, you can see kind of a white surface, and it feels waxy. So the thing that I want to absolutely make sure is get the ends absolutely sopped up with that anchor seal. So let me show you what that stuff looks like.
Frank said that's a beautiful slab, and that's the small one. Frank.
That's the small one. The other two are about twice that size. Yeah. So this is anchor seal. We got turned on to this from Ty Mosier down in Phoenix, part of our woodworking group down there. But this stuff is super thick. It just slops on. It kind of looks like has the consistency of like country gravy without the sausage. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not spilling. Chillax. It's good. I'm not going to spill it. Anyway, it slops on super easy. You don't have to be careful with it. And then when you get done, it has kind of a waxy feel to it.
Yeah, you don't want to pour resin over that. We tried that.
Yeah, no. So, and that was the next thing I was going to say. We have made the mistake of taking a board that we preserved, and it stayed flat. It was all good. And then we started making stuff out of it, and that was a mistake. We didn't realize you got to sand off or cut off the anchor seal before you start making some.
Charlie said that doesn't look like any country gravy I cook.
Well, yeah,
That's because we eat everything out of a can, Charlie.
That's right. That's right. Throw some sausage in there.
No.
And pepper. Anyway, it's very waxy. I think it's got like paraffin wax in it or something.
Tucker says, does it taste like gravy?
I hope, well, I will never find out, hopefully. It's a wood sealer, is a hybrid wax emulsion sealer designed to prevent up to 90% or more of end checking, drying splits in freshly sawn logs, lumber deck boards. Anyway, the stuff is great. We've really had good luck.
For a long time.
And this gallon we've had for a couple of years probably. Yeah, and I've used it many, many times. So I even, I did 3 big pieces this morning, and this being the smallest of the 3. These plastic lids, I'm not crazy about them, but fortunately this doesn't matter on this thing. But anyway, so if you guys get big slabs, especially live edge slabs, and they're nice and flat, and you're not going to use them right away, like within the next day or two, might be worth your while to get some of this stuff and seal up your boards. Now he had them all laid out. They were bare, but he had them laid out up on stickers and had weight on them. That's always a great idea too. But I don't really have a setup for that, so to speak, for big slabs. So I just take them out to the shed and I lean them up on end. But if I put the anchor seal on there, I know I'm going to be fairly safe.
Oh, Shirley, I can't remember how much it cost. We've had it for so long, but I did buy it on Amazon.
The anchor seal?
Slabs. Any slabs, Terry. The anchor seal I bought on Amazon.
Yeah, I can't remember. Gosh, it's been so long.
Amazon.
Yeah, I think we bought it on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, for people that have issues, and especially if you have humidity issues, if you've got all kinds of issues with boards cupping, warping, and all of that stuff on big stuff like this, I think it could really save a lot. We have been heartbroken several times before we found this, that we had slabs, big cookies and stuff, and they just, they turned into bowls kind of thing. They would split wide open and everything, and it was just heartbreaking because we really had, plans for these things.
Cheryl Jameson says, I just brought some walnut today, and we'll use it this weekend. Do I need to put anchor seal on this?
If you're going to use it this weekend, you'll probably be okay, Cheryl. You're kind of every day that you don't use it, you're kind of it depends on your weather, the humidity, that kind of thing. If you do nothing else, what you might do, if you don't have this stuff, what you might do, if it's going to be a day or two, if nothing else, just take some clear, whether it's the the Rust-Oleum clear or the Krylon clear, and spray on the ends of the board. That's the part where it really soaks in the moisture.
Tim and Frank both said they looked on Amazon. It's $41 a gallon.
Is that what it is? It goes a long ways. Now, I don't know. Maybe they sell it by the half gallon or the quart. I don't know.
Tessa says you don't have to put it on thick either. No, you don't.
No.
Her can says to put it on thick, but
yeah,
we don't put it on thick.
No, it's thick already, and I like thin it out. I don't thin the stuff, but I spread it out really good.
I had a question.
The only place I really concentrate on is make sure I sop that up and leave it heavy on the edges. That thing is really straight.
Jamie McCord asked, do you provide hanging things with your customer signs, or even keyhole in the back?
I almost always, well, yes, if it's a regular small sign that I've made, we've always provided screw eyes and S-hooks. I've got several different videos on that, but we almost always do. I buy them by the thousands, even though I haven't bought any lately because I don't sell that many little signs anymore. But when I was up in Oatman, I was going through 10 or 15 packs a day. I'd get little Ziploc bags, put my business card in there, and then four screw eyes and 2 S-hooks. So they'd have screw eyes, and the holes were drilled top and bottom in the boards. They put 2 screw eyes in there, 2 where they're going to hang it from, and then the S-hooks to hook them together.
All right. Shirley says, does the anchor seal disrupt routing and or paint, stain, or urethane?
Yeah, it does. And that's the thing. This is strictly a preservative till you get ready to use the board. Then when you use the board, you need to sand this off. Or, for me, I'll probably cut 1 inch or 2 off of the ends. Then I'll use the board immediately. But yeah, you don't want to lay out. You don't want to carve. You don't want to. This is strictly a preservative that seals up the edges of the board, the top and bottom and the edges. But once you get ready to do something with it, sand that off first. You can sand it off with a belt sander. I'd use my disc sander, and then I'd cut 1 inch or 2 off the end to get it off the end. So yeah, don't carve through this stuff. Don't try and spray your black. Get rid of the anchor seal before you get ready to make your sign out of it. It's simply for preservative for when you're going to use the boards later.
Whoops. Annette Tucker says, where does everyone get their chains for hanging?
Okay, I buy my hardware, and gosh, you can send me an email and I'll send you a link to a video on it. But if you use the channel search, if you just type in screw eyes or S-hooks, you'll find videos that have to do with it. But I buy them on androckhardware.com. That's ANDROCK hardware.com, I believe. That's where I buy mine.
Matt asked, what if it has bark and you put it on the bark? Can you spray spar over it?
Yeah, that gets kind of tricky because the bark, I don't know that I would put it on the bark, depending on what you're going to do. If you're going to take the bark off, then you certainly can. But that gets tricky. This didn't have any bark on it. It's just kind of a live edge with the bark gone. And that's the way all of this stuff was. I don't really put it on the bark. I think just on the wood is all you need, Matt, honestly.
Oh, Tessa, I'm glad you let me know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on the bark because if you do, you'll never get it off. And if you have that waxy film underneath your finish, I don't like the idea of that.
Jeff Van Sickler says, do you paint your inset letters then stain the wood, or stain and then paint?
Well, Jeff, if I'm painting inset letters, I almost always will be doing it with a spray rather than with a brush and liquid paint. That is torture for me. I try never to do that. There's ways to get around that, but so to answer your question, I find a spray, whether it's a flat or whatever it is, I find a spray that will be the color that I want, and I would spray that in there, and then what I would do is, and I showed this not too long ago, where I stained, excuse me, I stained a piece of pine after I'd done inset letters, sprayed them black, sanded it off. Then, well, actually, I didn't sand it off. Then I put a clear over the top of it. Jeff, send me an email because I'm confusing you. But the simple answer would be after. I would spray my letters, whatever color they're going to be. Find the spray that you can use, whatever it is. Sand it. Well, you don't have to sand it off. Then you're going to put clear over it to seal that color into those letters. Then you're going to sand off the surface, then you're going to apply your stain. It works, and I can send you a video that will show you that. Wow, that was a long answer.
A long answer.
Yes, it was. Confused me. Okay, anything else? Okay. So you guys, if I confused you somehow, definitely shoot me an email and let me know what your question is.
I forgot to put hardware on a gifted sign, and they drilled holes through the face of the sign to hang it. Oh. I was shook up, LOL, and sad. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Well, you know.
Jeff said, believe it or not, I understand.
Well, some people do that, though. Some people will take a sign, and they'll drill through the face of it and screw it right to the wall. Hey.
Frank Jenkins,
it's their sign. They paid for it.
Received the approval from a golf cart sales company to make a sign with their logo in exchange for free advertising and a business card holder for my cards on their counter.
And who was that?
Frank.
Frank Jenkins.
Yes.
Fantastic, Frank. There's a success story. Excellent, man. That you exposing your signs to a bunch of golfers. It's a great idea.
Matt said, surely my dad threw a screw through a sign I made him. Alright, yep, we gotta get, hold on.
Here we go. Pam Berry.
Pam's here.
Pam's here. So, a neat little collage of signs. Very nice, Pamela. And the kitten is made from a repurposed dresser drawer side. So that was a dresser drawer, side of a dresser drawer, and she carved a kitten on it. Nice job, Pam. Gary Litchfield. So I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great Christmas idea. By the way, guys, get geared up for Christmas. Now's the time. Put the pedal to the metal. So he says people are asking for these. So I think it's a great idea for a, I don't know if it's a hat holder or key holder or jacket rack. Jacket rack?
Bracket jack.
Something like that. Stephen Frum. I wish a picture was a little bit better. A little blurry, but it's kind of a neat idea, especially, obviously, for Halloween. Looks like something that would be in a haunted house. Mm-hmm. But really nice job, Stephen. I really like them.
Those
terrific.
Are popular little figurine things.
Yeah, they are. D. Ginkle. Nice little wedding gift sign here. Very nicely done. Huh?
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. I like the double hearts there. Painted up. Nice script letters. Good job, D. And Tammy Rule. This is a tribute to her husband, Greg. She used pine and all of our bits and supplies. That's our tiki font, I think.
Mm-hmm. And that's our tiki.
Our little image there, huh? Mm-hmm. Nicely done. I think her husband is a big barbecue fan. Great job, Tammy. Beautiful. I bet he loved it. Tim Forsick. I think you mentioned Tim, didn't you?
Yeah, he's there.
Tim.
Oh, is that the one you did for your son?
Yes, this is for his son's fire department to honor their work.
Nice.
To keep us safe. Man, that is gorgeous. Beautiful work, Tim. Man, that is beautiful. Beautiful work. Love it. Charlie Wooster.
Charlie's here.
Hey, Charlie. Nicely done, buddy.
Hold it up just a little bit.
Huh?
Hold it up. Not that
Hope you're feeling better. I think I read the other day you burnt yourself at work with some chemicals or something.
Oh, goodness.
I think he said he burned his hands with some chemicals at work. Anyway, I hope you're healing up, buddy. Great job. Love it. This one's cute. I really like that. Dave Valerio. So this is an interesting one. The pipe is almost 6 feet long.
Wow.
Made for a golf course. Use the 60, the profile, and a die grinder. So I think, that's like an applique. The pipe is separately and put on there, but honestly, I don't know.
That's awesome.
That is really a piece of art. Great job, Dave. Gonna get some. That's a conversation starter at the golf course for sure. Great job. This one, I really like this one. So this is first sign / charcuterie board.
Is that resin in the middle of it?
That's resin in Texas.
Carved in it?
Yep, it's carved, and that's resin inside the carving. I wish it was a little bit better picture, but it doesn't show up. I don't think it does it justice, the picture I printed out here. Beautiful work. For our first sign, great job, Richard. Love it. And Cindy Wood. This one's really unique. So you can see there's carving there, but there's also three-dimensional applique flowers. This is one of her first creations.
Wow, she's clever.
Yeah, very clever. I thought that was really, really neat.
So Tessa said she got an order. She donated a bunch of signs to the breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, I knew she was doing that.
And she got an order for 3 signs from it.
Ah, terrific. Good for you, Tessa. That's great. Yeah, the donation thing, those nonprofits, great way to get exposure to what it is you guys are doing. So send me some success stories. I'd love to have some pictures and show off your work and show off your success stories. All right, boys and girls, we're going along. So we will wrap it up right there. We will be on tomorrow night, but over on YouTube. Dad will be here. We'll probably be inside since it's dark outside.
And cold.
Yeah. So we may have the fire going, who knows. But anyway, so over on YouTube tomorrow night.
SCOTD, Jeff, is sign carvers of the day. Those are the signs that Eric just showed.
Yeah, so on every Tuesday, and this is Jeff, every Tuesday and Thursday we do a Facebook Live, and I show 10 of the SCOTD's sign carvers of the day, and then after they show up on the channel, this will be reposted over on YouTube, and after that, then I will post them actually on the website, on the little link, the SCOTD link on the actual website, so everybody can go look at them. There's there's a lot of pictures in there right now. All right, you guys, that is it. Thanks again so much. We really appreciate all the support.
No, we do not change times. Our time stays the same.
And when is daylight savings time?
I think
that must
it's
be
tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh, really?
I think
okay.
So, yeah.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. But
we'll figure that out and let you guys know. It will be an adjustment for you.
All right, guys.
Thanks
for watching.
Thanks so much. And you guys have a great night. We will see you tomorrow night over on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.